Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Taurus, you did not stumble upon this message by chance. Something ancient and wise, beyond your logic and your routine, has been quietly steering you here, Taurus, because there is a truth you need to hear before the next doorway in your life swings open. I can feel it as I connect with your energy. The weight on your shoulders, the questions you do not say out loud, the silent battles you fight behind your calm face. The cards are whispering that the time of pretending you do not see the shadows is over. There is a revelation coming, a moment where masks will fall and justice will finally move in your favor, but only if you are willing to listen all the way, because what I am about to tell you will echo through every area of your life today and in the days ahead. Stay with me until the very end, because there is one message that could change the course of your day, and even the direction of your destiny. As I open your energetic field, I see the image of the moon and the Seven of Swords side by side. This is not a soft beginning. The moon brings illusion, secrets, things that move in the dark. The Seven of Swords reveals hidden enemies, silent competitors, or people who have smiled in your face while holding a knife behind their back. You may have felt lately that something is off, that someone is not saying the whole truth, that conversations feel slightly twisted, that promises do not match actions. This is your intuition sounding the alarm. You are not paranoid. Your spirit is simply waking up. The universe is pushing you to see clearly who is worthy of your loyalty and who has been feeding on your light. You, Taurus, are ruled by Venus, and Venus gives you a soft glow, a grounded beauty, a loyal heart. That loyalty is a gift, but it also can turn into a chain when you give it to the wrong people. I see someone who has benefited from your patience, your hard work, your silence, perhaps even your money or your time, without giving you the respect or honesty you deserve. This enemy may not be openly aggressive. They are subtle. They drain you through guilt, manipulation, or half-truths. They can be a co-worker, a supposed friend, a family member, or even an ex-lover who still clings to your energy. The cards are clear. You are being protected, but you must also protect yourself. There is a phrase that the universe wants you to repeat as a decree, as a seal of light over your path. Let this enter your heart, not just your mind. Repeat it with me now, even if only softly within yourself. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. Feel the weight of those words. Say it again, slower, with intention. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. This is not just a pretty sentence. It is a spiritual command, a key you are using to close doors to betrayal and open doors to blessings. Some of the blocked energy you have been feeling in money, in work, and even in love has not been coincidence. When you carry people in your aura who do not wish you well, or who secretly resent your growth, they create knots in your energy field. Opportunities get delayed, calls do not come, agreements are postponed, and you feel as if you are walking through mud while others move freely. The universe is now arranging a moment of divine justice where what was hidden becomes exposed. Prepare yourself, because a truth is coming that will confirm what your soul already suspected. The energy today shows that you may receive a sign through a message, a conversation you overhear, or a sudden intense dream that exposes a hidden thought or intention. Do not ignore these signals. Ask yourself, who around me feels heavy when I think of them? Who around me needs constant explanation, constant forgiveness, constant excuses? The cards say, the one who drains you is the one you have to stop defending. Justice will not enter where you keep protecting what harms you. Your spiritual aura right now is surrounded by a deep emerald green, the color of healing, money, and the heart. This is your color for this cycle. When you imagine yourself wrapped in emerald light, you are calling in both financial stability and emotional healing. You may even feel drawn to wear green, use it in your surroundings, or visualize it before sleep. This is not random. That color is your shield and your magnet. It protects you while attracting opportunities that are aligned with your true worth. In love, I see a division. Some of you are in relationships where you have been carrying most of the emotional weight, while others are single and torn between desire and disappointment. The hidden enemy in love may not be a third person, but rather your own fear of being abandoned, used, or betrayed again. The cards show a pattern. You give, you fix, you stabilize, and in return you receive confusion. That is about to change. But first, the universe will ask you to say no. No to mixed signals. No to halfway love. No to being someone's emotional nurse while your own heart goes untreated. Write this in the comments as a declaration if you feel it in your chest. I refuse to carry what is not mine anymore. By writing it, you are not just typing words. You are signing a spiritual contract with yourself. Do you feel how your body reacts when you think about letting go of what hurts you? There is fear, yes, but also a strange relief, a sense of space, as if your soul is already moving forward even if your mind still hesitates. The universe is asking you for a gesture of commitment, a small action in the physical world to anchor this energy. As the message flows through you, take a moment to breathe and to honor that you are receiving guidance. Think of this as a sacred exchange. When you acknowledge the signs, you strengthen the connection. If you feel that these words resonate, that they are describing things you have lived but never said out loud, then show gratitude to the universe in a simple but powerful way. Use this moment to consciously choose to open yourself to more messages, more clarity, more blessings. Giving a like to this video can become a symbolic act, a way of saying, I see the signs. I accept the guidance. I am ready for more. By doing so, you are not only supporting the channel of this message, you are also making a promise to yourself that you will no longer ignore what your intuition has been whispering for so long. Your lucky numbers for this period are showing up as 4, 10, 22, and 31. These numbers are not winning lottery tickets. They are signals. You may see them on receipts, clocks, house numbers, or dates. When you do, stop for a moment and ask, what was I thinking just now? What decision am I about to make? These numbers will appear as confirmation when you choose yourself, and as warnings when you are about to repeat an old mistake. Beneath all of this, your spiritual energy is shifting from a heavy, almost resigned state to a rising warrior-like calm. This is not the roar of someone who fights with chaos. It is the steady gaze of someone who has finally remembered their worth. You are moving from victim of circumstances to co-creator of your future, from carrying others on your back to walking beside those who truly walk with you. And as this shift intensifies, the universe prepares the next revelation, where the cards will show not only who your enemies are, but how divine justice is already shaping your path in money, work, and love. The energy continues without pause, Taurus, as if a river that has finally broken through a dam. As I pull the next cards for you, I see the 5 of Pentacles reversed and the 8 of Pentacles upright. This is a powerful message for your finances and your work. The 5 of Pentacles reversed tells me that the season of scarcity, of feeling left out, of counting every coin with a knot in your stomach, is approaching its end. It is not an instant miracle, but a process. The 8 of Pentacles shows you, focused, dedicated, quietly improving your skills, your craft, or your professional position. You are being guided not to chase everything, but to master something. For some of you, there is talk of a job that has undervalued you for too long. You may have carried more responsibilities than your title or salary suggests. There may be promises of future raises, promotions that keep getting postponed, or a boss who praises you but does not reflect that appreciation in your paycheck. The cards are saying, the universe has seen every overtime hour, every sacrifice, every time you stayed late or came early, every time you accepted less because you needed stability. And now, divine justice begins to settle the account. Justice is nearby in your spread, not yet fully visible, but approaching. This tells me that a decision is coming in your favor, especially in matters of contracts, job offers, or money that has been delayed. You may hear of a new opportunity, a side project, a client, or even a completely different path that values what you bring. Do not dismiss new options just because they require you to leave your comfort zone. Your comfort zone has not always been a place of comfort. Sometimes it has been a cage. Your energy with money is tied to your self-worth. When you accept less than you deserve in relationships, That energy repeats in your finances. When you allow others to constantly borrow, delay payments, or play with your time, you send a message to the universe that your energy is negotiable. The cards are urging you. Choose boundaries, and abundance will follow. This is part of your divine justice. The universe is not punishing you. It is teaching you to no longer punish yourself by accepting crumbs. In love, the story is evolving too. I see the Two of Cups appearing on the horizon of your reading, but it is still slightly veiled. For those of you already in a relationship, this suggests that there is potential for deeper emotional connection, mutual support, and even reconciliation after a conflict. But the condition is clear. Both must be willing to speak the truth. No more silent resentment. No more pretending everything is fine while your heart feels ignored. The Two of Cups in your energy says that real partnership is possible, but only if you show your real self and expect the same in return. For those who are single, the cards speak of a connection that arrives when you stop looking for validation and start living your worth. There may be someone already orbiting your life, someone you have not fully considered, or someone who has recently appeared. The universe is not promising a perfect fairy tale, but it is preparing an encounter where you are seen and appreciated for who you genuinely are. And this time, the pattern of giving everything too soon will be broken if you honor the lessons you have learned. Your spiritual color of emerald green merges now with flashes of soft gold. Gold represents your inner value, your divine spark, your royalty in the eyes of the universe. You are being asked to carry yourself as if you already have what you desire, not with arrogance, but with quiet confidence. When you walk, when you speak, when you make decisions, remember, you are not begging life for scraps, you are allowing what is aligned to find you. Again, whisper this decree with me, letting it sink deeper into your nervous system, your cells, your aura. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. Feel how those words straighten your spine, lift your chin, soften your chest. If you feel a slight resistance, that is exactly where healing is working. Say it once more, like a sacred promise to yourself. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. You may notice that certain people begin to distance themselves from you as your energy grows clearer. Do not chase anyone who quickly walks away when you start setting boundaries or valuing yourself. Their departure is part of your protection. Some will criticize your changes. Some may accuse you of being selfish or cold. Understand this. Those who benefited from your self-sacrifice will always be uncomfortable when you stop bleeding for them. Remember the phrase you wrote, or thought of writing, in the comments. I refuse to carry what is not mine anymore. Let that echo through your choices. When someone comes to you with drama that is not yours, when someone expects you to solve problems you did not create, pause. Ask yourself, is this my responsibility, or is it just familiar for me to rescue others? Divine justice is not only about the universe rewarding you. It is also about you learning to stop rewarding what hurts you. Your lucky numbers continue to surround you, but in this part of your path they form a pattern. 4 speaks of stability and foundations. 10 speaks of endings and beginnings. 22 is a master number of building something greater than yourself, and 31 reduces to 4 again, reinforcing the theme of stability. The universe is whispering, you are rebuilding your life from the ground up, but this time on a foundation that does not shake when someone disapproves of your choices. If this message resonates, let your gratitude be active, not passive. As a way of sealing this energy, honor the guidance you are receiving. Take one conscious action today that reflects your worth. Update your resume, decline a draining invitation, set a limit with someone who has crossed too many lines, or simply say no where you always said yes. And as you take that step, offer a sign of appreciation to this channel through a simple like, seeing it as a small ritual, a gesture that says, I am awake, I am listening, I am willing to act on what the universe shows me. When you do this, you build a bridge between message and manifestation, between hearing the truth and living it. The cards are turning now, Taurus, and I see a powerful shift approaching. A moment where the very structure of your life trembles, not to destroy you, but to set you free. The next energy is intense, a combination of the Tower, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune, announcing a dramatic but sacred turning point where everything that was unbalanced in your life must be corrected, and where what was unfairly taken from you begins to return in unexpected ways. The cards on the table almost vibrate with the strength of this next message. The Tower appears, but do not fear it. The Tower in your reading is not a punishment. It is liberation. It shows a structure built on shaky agreements, unequal exchanges, and silent compromises crashing down. This can manifest as a sudden conversation, a confrontation, a revelation, or even a decision you can no longer postpone. The universe is telling you, the illusion must fall so that the truth can stand. Alongside the Tower, justice stands upright, sword in one hand, scales in the other. This is the moment where the energies that were out of balance are recalibrated. For some of you, this could relate to legal matters, contracts, debts, or formal decisions. For others, it is karmic. A long history of giving more than you received is finally being corrected. This does not mean watching others suffer. It means watching yourself finally receive. The Wheel of Fortune spins next to them, turning the story from crisis to opportunity. You are entering a moment where events may move quickly, where what you thought was permanent could change overnight. A job that felt like a prison could dissolve, a relationship that chained your heart could reach a breaking point, an old identity you clung to could no longer fit. But in the eye of the storm, there is a still center, your soul refusing to go backward. You may be tempted to ask, why now? Why all at once? Because you are ready. Because the universe does not tear down what you still need. It removes what you have already outgrown. It may hurt, yes, because comfort is hard to release, even when it is slowly suffocating you. But underneath the pain there is truth. And truth for you, Taurus, is freedom. In love, this Tower can bring honesty. If you have been stuck in a cycle with someone who gives you uncertainty, this cycle can crack open. Words that were never spoken may come out. Secrets may be confessed. Decisions may be made. For some, this could mark the end of a chapter, but do not see it as failure. See it as an act of self-respect, an act of love for the future version of you who deserves reciprocity. For others, this Tower may break toxic patterns within a relationship that remains, clearing away lies so that true intimacy can grow. In work and money, the Tower may reveal how unsafe your so-called security truly was. Perhaps you depended on a paycheck that never truly acknowledged your worth, or on a client that controlled you through fear, or on a situation that kept you small. A sudden change may push you out of this, and though the first reaction may be panic, the deeper truth is that you are being released from a contract your soul never signed. This is where the decree returns, stronger than before, like a mantra echoing when the walls shake. Repeat it with me, Taurus, especially now, when everything seems uncertain. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. Let your voice, inner or outer, be firm, unshaken. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. You are not asking. You are reclaiming what has always been yours. Write this if you feel called, as a living comment to your future self. I trust that what leaves now is making space for what I truly deserve. These words are not theory. They are a compass. In the days where the Tower energy hits, you may doubt, you may fear, you may want to run back to what was familiar. Let this sentence remind you that you made a pact with yourself, that you agreed to choose growth over stagnation. Your spiritual energy is now lit by flashes of cobalt blue mixed with the emerald and gold already around you. Cobalt blue is the color of truth, of clear communication, of the throat chakra. You are being pushed to speak, to say what you truly feel, to state your needs, to ask for what is fair. You are learning that your voice is not a weapon to hurt others, but a key to unlock your own prison. Around this time, love offers may feel different. They may come from people who are not your usual type, or in circumstances that do not match your old patterns. Pay attention. The universe is not repeating what you already know. It is bringing new frequencies, new possibilities. Someone who listens more than they talk. Someone who respects your boundaries. Someone who is not threatened by your growth. Allow yourself to be surprised. In money, unexpected options may arise. You may find a new job, a new project, a new way to monetize a skill you previously undervalued. Trust the wheel of fortune when it spins opportunities into your path. Not every door will be for you, but some will lead to better pay, better working conditions, or greater independence. Do not sabotage yourself with thoughts like, I am not ready, I am not good enough, I am too old, it is too late. Those thoughts are the last chains of your old life trying to hold you back. The numbers 4, 10, 22, and 31 continue to appear as if stamped on the events around you. When decisions feel overwhelming, look for them. They will show up in small, almost playful ways, to remind you that you are guided. When you see them, breathe and ask, which choice honors my worth? Which choice respects my peace? Which choice moves me toward freedom and not back toward fear? Your work now is not to control every detail of how justice arrives, but to stay aligned with a version of yourself that is no longer available for disrespect, neglect, or exploitation. This is how you cooperate with your destiny. You do not beg for miracles. You live as if you are already worthy of them. And you are. The cards calm now, Taurus, as if the storm has passed and the sky is clearing. Where the tower once stood, the star now rises. This is a card of hope, healing, and divine guidance. It shows you, standing under an open sky, pouring water from two vessels, one into the earth and one into a pool. This image tells you that your inner healing and your outer life are now synchronized. As you heal your heart, your reality shifts. As you believe in your worth, opportunities emerge. As you release what is not yours, what is meant for you finds its way. Next to the star, I see the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Together, these are promises of material stability and emotional fulfillment. This is the universe saying, yes, you will have your place, your home, your table full of what you need and more. Yes, you will know the warmth of emotional belonging, whether through chosen family, romantic love, or deep friendship. The path was not easy, but the destination is rich. In love, this energy speaks of a relationship that feels like coming home. For some, it is a current relationship that matures, strengthens, becomes more honest and nurturing. For others, it is someone new, arriving after you close a chapter that was never really feeding your heart. You may find yourself building something solid and long-term, perhaps even a home, a business, or a family with someone who walks beside you, not in front of you or behind you. Pay attention to those who bring peace instead of chaos, who add to your life instead of taking from it. In money and work, the 10 of Pentacles suggests that your efforts are not only about survival, they are building a legacy. You may make choices now that secure your future, pay off debts, start savings, invest in something meaningful, or step into a role that recognizes your value. You might even be the one who breaks generational patterns of scarcity, choosing a path where stability does not require self-betrayal. Your spiritual energy is now surrounded by a warm, radiant light, a blend of emerald, gold, and star blue. You are in a phase where your intuition is sharper, your dreams more vivid, your inner voice more trustworthy. When you doubt, return to the decree that has followed you through this message, because it carries the essence of your journey. Say it one last time, Taurus, as a seal over everything that is to come. I claim my divine right to abundance and protection. Feel how past, present, and future align for a moment in those words, as if all your versions agree to move forward together. Your lucky color for the coming days remains emerald green, but now it is accented with touches of gold. Wear it, visualize it, surround yourself with it. Let it remind you that you are both grounded and radiant, both practical and divine. Your lucky numbers, 4, 10, 22, and 31, are now not only signs, but invitations. When you see them, smile inwardly and say, I am exactly where I need to be. Before we close, write this in the comments as a final decree if your heart feels aligned. I welcome divine justice, true love, and overflowing abundance into my life now. This is not just for the algorithm. It is for you. It is a public, brave, magical statement of what you are choosing from this moment on. And as a final act of gratitude, if this message has touched you, if you have felt seen, guided or comforted, honor that connection in a simple, conscious way. Offer a like to this video not as a routine gesture, but as a tiny ritual of thanks to the universe for reaching you through these words. By doing so, you are symbolically saying, I am open to receive more guidance, more signs, more confirmations that I am not alone on this path, that the universe walks with me. Taurus, your story is not a story of defeat. It is the tale of someone who carried too much, loved too deeply without always being loved back, worked too hard for too little, and yet never lost the quiet strength at their core. The universe is now aligning circumstances so that this strength is no longer hidden, but honored. Hidden enemies are revealed, divine justice is served, and you stand, not as a victim of life, but as a survivor and creator of a new chapter. May your days be filled with the calm certainty that you are protected, with the sweet surprise of love that respects you, and with the steady flow of money that reflects your true value. Remember, none of this reached you by accident. Some higher wisdom wanted you to hear every word. Carry this message close to your heart, let it guide your choices, and never forget the truth that has been spoken over you today. You are protected. You are worthy. You are destined for victory, for love that heals, and for abundance that overflows.